Howdy folks, Rob, MaximumRD, back once again, continuing in the fourth video of my archiving of my video collection. The fourth video, which will go into the playlist of my inventory archive. Collection series of videos where I am trying to finally document my collection and figure out where I have everything stored at the moment. So we're going to look at this box right here. This one is interesting. It'll be quite a mixture of different items. So let's take a look. We got a little bit of sunshine out there so we can get a clear look at everything. Yes, a different, definitely a mixture of items in this box. One of the few VHS videotapes that I've actually kept over the years, and that is because this is the collector's edition of Hellbound Hellraiser 2. Again, one of the very few VHS tapes that I've actually kept because, well, it kicks ass basically. Excellent version of Hellraiser 2 Hellbound on this VHS cassette. Special features digitally remastered from the original 35mm. In consolation with Tony Randall, the film is presented in its original theatrical aspect ratio. See, that was a much bigger thing back in the days of VHS. I remember working at Blockbuster Video, and my God, we would get so many people in complaining that they had the borders on the top and bottom of their video screen, and they did not like it at all. It didn't fill up the entirety of their square television. So yeah, I went around and around on that conversation many times, and some people just never did get it. So of course today, as we look at all the wide screen and HD televisions and DVD and Blu-ray players, that is much less of a problem nowadays. Most people get it and understand the theatrical aspect ratio is the true way that a film is meant to be viewed. But man, back in the old, just converting people off of their square television screens, it was really hard to get through to some people on why the widescreen ratio was actually better to view the entire picture as it was meant to be seen, as opposed to pan and scan conversions, which drive me friggin' nuts. Awesome movie, awesome tape. Not quite sure why I still have this one. I actually bought this used years ago. The Boiler Room, Giovanni Ribisi, Vin Diesel, Nia Long. It's a pretty cool movie, actually. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Though I'm not quite sure why I still have the VHS tape. I just do. Let's see. South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, the movie on VHS. I don't know what to say about that. Okay, so Truman Show. I actually really like this Jim Carrey movie. A departure from his typical Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and Mask type of movies. I really like the Truman Show. Again, of course, the widescreen edition of this VHS movie. So, yeah, kept that one. That's it. That's pretty much my entire VHS collection that I still have today from this box. Alright, continuing on. A Nightmare on Elm Street, ripped from a dream. Haven't gotten around to reading it yet. Don't know if I will, but it was given to me by a fellow YouTuber, so it is. It was appreciated, and I'm a big Freddy fan, so that's cool. There you go. Massive book, by the way. A Nightmare on Elm Street. I really should read it just to see if I can spot the differences between the actual movie and the book itself, because this is a massive novel. So Probably wouldn't hurt me to read it one day. Let's see, some more items. Point of View, POV, a unique interactive DVD movie experience from the creators of the award-winning DVD movie Tender Loving Care. Well, I don't know anything about that, but an all-digital DVD movie unlike anything you've seen before. So it seems to be some type of interactive digital movie disc. There we go, POV. Cool. Unrated Director's Cut. The Grudge 2. Alrighty. Missing since January. A PC CD-ROM. I think it's one of those earlier attempts at multimedia interactive gaming for the PC. And by the way, as I go through these boxes and several items, obviously this is the way my collection has ended up after just... I can't open this properly. After compiling item after item and basically storing them as best as I could, finding room here and there. As I go through these items, you know, a lot of them are going to be things that you've seen before. You've seen in past videos, obviously. You've seen possibly my original unboxing of these items, so on and so forth. My point being that this is the state my collection is in at the moment, and I am just trying to get an inventory and a little bit of an understanding of where I have everything stored. But the good thing is, even though you're seeing some repeat items, or possibly seeing some repeat items for people that have been with me for a long time, you're seeing them at least with a better video quality, most likely, than I had when I originally filmed, so that's a bonus. Let's see, Sounds from the Dark Spire. Atlas video games, not for resale. Cool. I would like to use some of these things, you know, maybe as background music or something, but the way YouTube is with their little bots going around and slapping copyright infringement things on people's videos, I'd probably better not. Probably not a wise thing to do. So, going on here, Commodore 64, Spectrum 48K, Melbourne House, gyroscope. You know, I do have a tape player for my Commodore computer. I really should try to load this one day, just to have a look at it. Cool, gyroscope. A cassette game. It would also give me a chance to make sure that it does function properly too. The software and the hardware. And here we have Commodore Empire. Empire. Cool. What was that also? Yeah, oh, it's in a bigger than normal case, but it's still just your standard cassette game. Cassette tape game. Cool. Just put that aside for now. Some more. Oh, Astra Pack for the Amiga. Oh, one of the few actual pieces of Amiga software that I have. I'll most likely just hold on to that just for the nostalgia's sake. Because I simply love the Amiga computer. My favorite 80s computer ever. And not having any actual hardware to this day. Really sucks, but I do emulate it a lot. But I have such few actual pieces of real software that I'll probably hold on to that. In the hopes and dreams that one day I'll actually own a real piece of Amiga hardware. There it is, Rainbow Arts for the Commodore Amiga. Cool. Someday you elude me, Amiga. Shuffle Pack Cafe, also for the Amiga. Shuffle Puck Cafe, sorry, not Shuffle Pack, Shuffle Puck. Alright, another cassette game. Okie doke. Clive Barker's Nightbreed by Ocean. Interesting. Is it also for the Amiga? I hope so. Oh. I'm thinking it is. I don't know. Let's drop that. Oh yes, Screen Gems pack. CBM Amiga. It's for the Amiga. Yeah, keeping that. And there's one disc, disc 2, and disc 1. Okay, cool. Psygnosis. Oh, I know that picture. Shadow of the Beast 2. Geez, I forgot I actually had this original software. Cool. Original screenshots. Shadow of the Beast 2 by Psygnosis. Psygnosis. Can't go wrong with Psygnosis, at the very least for graphics and sound quality. And there's the 2 discs. Hope they still function. As I said, no original Amiga hardware. It's a dream that someday I hope to fulfill. Might be one of those things as I do get around to finally. As you will note in my description, I'm not entertaining offers at this time. I am merely at the peak, the tip of the iceberg of archiving my collection. So I won't be, keeping track of anything or any requests at such time. When I do get around to selling these items, I will most likely post on YouTube and for sure in my Facebook gaming group and other forums. Sell and trade, and of course I'll be very fair about it and have good prices, make good deals. Some things I will simply give away in contests that I hold for my channel. That's the plan. That's the plan, Stan. Odyssey 2. Invaders from Hyperspace. Pretty cool. Got the booklet and everything. And the box for the Odyssey 2. I don't have an Odyssey 2. But again, that may be something I obtain in the future. Either that or it'll go as part of the sell trade inventory. A huge stack of Garbage Pail Kids cards. Google Garbage Pail Kids and you'll learn all you want to know. Very odd. They were kind of like mutant Cabbage Patch dolls for the most part. Writing on the popularity of Coleco's Cabbage Patch dolls, we had these sick and twisted collection of trading cards called the Garbage Pail Kids. Oh, what have we here? It looks like, oh, that's a Sony PSP adapter. Better hold on to that. Well, no, I have 2 PSPs and they're both busted. Actually, the analog stick just, I think I mentioned this in a previous video, tends to just drift. And I've tried various fixes, alignments, replacing them. Nothing seems to work for some reason. So my 2 PSP models are shot, but that's a piece of hardware that I have for it. A wound up piece of Velcro. Alright, whatever. Here we go. Ooh, asteroids. Asteroids! Atari button, asteroids. It's a button. Remember, this is what I bought for one of my PSPs, but this turned out to be for, I believe, the PSP Slim, which I've never owned a Slim, and I bought it thinking it was for my Model 1000 because I'm a moron. And it's actually quite a nice XCM faceplate series smooth edition. It's a very nice one actually, but as I said, I don't have a Slim, so yeah, that sucked. I just kept it. I didn't bother trying to return it. Some adhesive rubber feet. You never know when you need some adhesive rubber feet. Oh, there's another DVD. The original Matrix. Can't go wrong with the original Matrix. The red pill or the blue pill. There you go. Getting some good stuff here. Spirit of Speed, 1937, original box and packaging. Microprose. There you go. I'm sure everything's in there. I'm not going to open it. It's a disc and instructions. What do you want? Now this I will surely trade or sell at some point because it's Age of Empires by Microsoft. Maxsoft, if you want to be specific. Yes, it's for the Mac. Original packaging, CD-ROM, manual and everything, I believe. I don't have any Mac hardware. Never plan on owning any Mac hardware, any Apple hardware in general. If I ever own anything produced by Apple, it will likely be an Apple IIe, or for collector's purposes, possibly an older G3 model Mac one day. You know, the multicolored Macs. Again, for collector's purposes, historical purposes, and just the fact that I have no experience with Mac at all. I'm a PC guy. But I would actually consider those if I got a heck of a deal, just for the purposes of collecting. The Easy Cap. Now, I can't say, you know, composite and I think S-video input there. You know, record your gameplay and all that. Got it for like $10. I'm not sure if it's an original or a knockoff. All I know is it was crap. And I know some people have gotten this working, and they've even managed to get it working on newer operating systems like Vista and 7. I just think it's garbage, quite frankly. I wish I had never bothered. Actually played around with many solutions for video capturing. I know some people are happy with it. In the end, I spent $80 at Future Shop. A few years ago, I bought a DVD recorder, and for older game consoles and older gaming systems, it has composite input and standard cable input, which allows me to record an RF signal, like the old Atari 2600, record them straight to DVD, take that burnt DVD, stick it in my PC, import the files into my favorite editing suite. Bam, you're done. No more. Took the PC out of the equation as far as capturing the video, and never looked back. So there you go. This is a very odd promotional item. It's the Ghost Swatter from the Ghostbusters. Who do you call Ghostbusters? There you go. Yeah, it's a fly swatter that you use to swat ghosts. It's a promotional Ghostbusters item. That's all I have to say about that. Alrighty, got some memory modules here. I made some mistakes buying memory a little while back, so this is pretty much new. Long story short, I just bought the wrong types of memory and I could never be bothered to return it. So I'm not sure that's what it says on the actual label there, or if this is what was replaced or upgraded. But on the actual module itself, it looks like well, your typical kind of numbers and identification that means nothing. 4 GB PC3 SODIMM for your notebook, I guess. Yeah, so that's 4 GB in there. I think I'd actually ordered this, or I added 4 GB. Yeah, this is probably it's probably the same thing, and I bought the wrong one. So anyway, I have to figure all that crap out later, and then when the time comes, just like I said, advertise it properly, get that sold. Oh, here's another one. I have 2 in here. Why do I have 2? Again, did I get the wrong ones? I have, again, 2 types of memory modules in here. Yeah, I don't know. I did something wrong. Probably the wrong type of memory. Again, I'll have to explore this at a later date. My desktop and my laptop, you know, they have the memory I wanted in them now, so these are some leftovers that I just can't remember the details on right now. Alrighty, almost done, getting down there. I'm not even going to open this. This is just one of those adapters, DVI to VGA. If you have a DVI, now which way is it again? DVI to VGA. So DVI output, yeah, to VGA. If you have an older mod, if you had a video card, but let's say your monitor only had a VGA input, but the card outputs DVI, so that you'd stick this adapter on it so you could hook it up to your older monitor. So that's what that is. What is that? Oh yeah, that's that's my good old, hey, nothing wrong here, folks. This is my PNY. The video card. A friend recently sent me his NVIDIA, what is it, GTS 250 or something like that, which was basically just a minor upgrade to this card, but an upgrade still. I refuse to run anything more than one video card at a time, so even though what he sent me was a minor upgrade, I'm currently using that, and I've put away this, which is my 512 megabyte card. It's a 8800 GT, I believe. Pretty sure. There we go. Let's look at some markings here. NVIDIA, yes, 8800 GT, 512 megabyte PCIe. Working great up till the time I replaced it. It's a very nice card, actually. So this is something I'm going to have to seriously consider what I'm going to do with it. I really might just offer this as a free gift, have a contest and send it off to somebody, because, you know, that'd be cool. Okay, getting down there to some GBA items. GBA SP movie player. Yes, before I actually got any other type of handheld, Android or any type of device that could play movies and music files and such, I actually resorted to this for my GBA SP movie playing needs. It was okay. It's I don't know. It's not very good. It's more trouble than what it's worth nowadays. I do know I did put the latest BIOS on this firmware, and it's got a compact flash card in there, which it didn't come with. I bought that separately, driver disc and all that. You can look this up if it's of interest to you. I don't think it's supported much anymore, but basically enables you to use your Game Boy Advance SP or Game Boy Advance to play video and audio files, or as an ebook from your personal computer. I never got any of that functioning. Includes software designed to convert common video and audio files into .gbm or .gbs file format. Also supports Windows Media Player, blah blah blah. Yeah, I didn't have much luck with it in general. It's not the greatest quality for what it does, and again, it's just an oddity all around. But, you know, of some interest to maybe, you know, a particular collector. There you go, that's what that is. This is funny. This is another piece of movie memorabilia. I always had trouble with that word. Memorabilia. It is a piece of movie merch you're looking at from the movie Warlock. Got a little pouch here. This is a survival kit. When one of those pesky eye-gouging warlocks flies in to steal your soul, confuse the hell out of him by grabbing hold of your pocket-sized Warlock Crystal Channeler. Isn't that awesome? This piece of crystal, which I doubt is even crystal. Maybe it is. I don't know. It doesn't feel like plastic, so it might be crystal. But this will protect me against those warlocks. Julian Sands played the warlock in the movie, the low-budget movie Warlock. And this was, I used to work at a few video stores, so this is by Mallow Film Video. So I don't know. This one might be worth something in the movie circles. I don't know. Some strange item there. So it's kind of cool. Nintendo DS compatible. Battery seems to be getting kind of fat. I don't know if there's something wrong with it, but this is for the DS. It's for your charging battery charger by Pelican. I think it can also power your GBA SP. This I got when I bought off Shaynar Monroe from Retro Gaming Radio. I bought his red DS Racing Mario Kart Edition DS, and I still have the stickers from it. And there's like a little, I don't want to take it all out. There's like this little keychainy thing that actually looks like a miniature DS. Sorry, I know you're not getting a good view. That actually opens. It's a fake miniature DS. It's actually a keychain. There's the Mario stickers I never actually stuck on the Nintendo DS. Extra trap door, the lanyard, and USB cable for charging. So I just held on to the extras because I didn't actually need them with my DS. And the last item here before we wrap up this video, which turned out to be quite a bit longer than I expected. Sorry about that, folks, but I just didn't realize how many items were in this box. This is the this is it. This is my whole collection as far as Nintendo DS goes. Oh God, can I open up this Ziploc with one hand, please? Thank you. There it is. That's your standard Nintendo DS charger. This is another, oh yeah, USB, and that hooks up something. Oh yeah, I believe it. And this disc here, software drivers, GBA Flash Link. Yep, it's one of those little cartridges that lets you run, let's say, various emulators and things like that. There's a battery in there. Don't know if it's still working, but this is the EZF Advanced Real-Time 256M. I'm going to assume that's megabit. But anyways, I had several games on there, including The Sims for Game Boy Advance and some other games. I have to check to see if that's still functioning, still saving games. But basically, yeah, it loaded ROMs, GBA ROMs, and, you know, emulators for the GBA homebrew and such for my little Game Boy Advance. This for me was my first portable Nintendo gaming device. This red GBA. Never had the other model. I started with the SP years back. It got me through some really long, boring shifts overnight, and a lot of fun was had on this little baby. Still works like a champ. These things are like rock solid, tank durable. And there's Final Fantasy Tactics. Can't stand Final Fantasy, can't stand tactical type of games. So yeah, you know, this is a treasure for me. But there you go, I got that. And in the bag there's a little adapter, because you know the GBA SP had a really odd type of setup for your headphones. But this adapted it so that you could just plug in your standard headphones into it. And it also gave you some kind of through port there. Oh, so you could charge it at the same time, I think. I think that's what that is. I'm not sure. Some kind of adapter. And that's it. We're done. That is the entire box. That's the entire long video. Thank you for watching. Sorry about the background noise, but the school let out. I guess I should have just shut the window. It would have been better. Kids screaming all day long. It's a lot of fun. So there you go. Alright, video number 4, my inventory archive video. Thanks for watching. Rob, MaximumRD out. Catch you later.